I'm sure you've heard of the ULA tax, sometimes called the mansion tax. But that label doesn't reflect how it works or what it's done to the LA real estate market. Measure ULA is an additional City of Los Angeles transfer tax that applies to any property type once a sale crosses a certain threshold. Today, it's 4% on transactions over $5.3 million and 5.5% on transactions over $10.6 million. In addition to the city's base documentary transfer tax. This impacts multifamily, office, retail, industrial, land, not just luxury homes. ULA is paid at closing regardless of profit. At these rates, it changes underwriting, pricing, and exit math, especially for investors and developers who rely on liquidity and predictable transaction costs. Research from UCLA's Lewis Center show that after ULA took effect, the likelihood of properties selling above that threshold declined by as much as 50%. The steepest declines were in multifamily and commercial assets, with estimates showing between 30 to 50% fewer sales. The takeaway is straightforward. Higher transaction costs lead to fewer deals closing. Supporters of ULA projected it would generate over $1 billion a year. In its first full fiscal year, it generated under $300 million, less than 30% of those projections. The shortfall is largely tied to the decline in qualifying transactions. UCLA researchers also associate ULA with a decline in multifamily development, estimating a loss of over 1,900 housing units per year. The concern is simple. A tax intended to fund housing depends on transactions and development, yet it appears to reduce both. Because of these outcomes, the debate has moved beyond Los Angeles into statewide tax policy. There's now a statewide ballot initiative called the Local Taxpayer Protection Act to Save Prop 13. It's a proposed amendment to the California Constitution sponsored by the Howard Jarvis Taxpayers Association. This is important. It's not a lawsuit and it's not a City of LA ordinance. If approved by the voters, it would apply across California, not just Los Angeles. The initiative would require a 2/3 vote for any local special taxes, cap transfer taxes at the traditional documentary level, and phase out existing taxes that don't comply. Under that structure, taxes like Measure ULA would sunset unless voters approve them again under the higher threshold. For owners, investors, developers, and lenders, transfer taxes materially impact pricing, exit math, transaction activity, and capital allocation, making this initiative an effort to reset the framework statewide. To support it, voters must sign the petition in person. For more info, go to saveprop13.com. This is one of the most consequential tax policy debates shaping California real estate, and it will influence how deals get done in the years ahead. I'm Iman Mosanin with Marcus and Melachap. Reach out to me to discuss how the ULA transfer tax would affect your commercial asset.